Do you wanna stay the night? 'Cause I don't wanna be alone. It's been weighing on my mind for too long, too long. Do you wanna save a life? 'Cause I just really need someone. I've been barely holding on, and I'm still running from my demons. I'm still hiding all my secrets, and I just need someone I believe in. Will you wait for me while I'm still here?
speed of light do decay more slowly than stationary particles. As strange and counterintuitive as it seems, time dilation is a law of nature.
Okay, now we're going live. Okay. Buckethead? Oh, there he is. Woo! All right, everybody, we welcome back. We are here. We are live. We got two more matches, two more series to be played out here in the off-season Shenanigans League for Season 6. It is coming to an end this weekend. The grand finals will be played on Sunday, but joined here tonight by I am joined here to let's try that again. I am joined here tonight by my lovely co-host and colleague and good friend Buckethead. How are you feeling today, Donnie?
I'm feeling good, man. Always sneaking my way onto these broadcasts. It feels great to be a part of the action. And we got a fun game tonight. Chill Guys versus Immigrants Peak, two heavy hitters colliding in the semifinals. And I'm excited to watch some Counter-Strike, man. It's gonna be a lot more fun than playing it. I've had some rough games recently. I want to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were pugging a little bit earlier today. I'm gonna try to get him to pug with me after the game. We'll see how he's feeling, but I know when I watch some good Counter Strike, that always gets me more inspired. You can hear that I'm launching Counter Strike here. We're gonna go ahead and shut that volume down. Also coincided by the blinding orange on my face right there.
Yes.
Well,
It was a little intense.
the Immigrants Peak guys, or not Immigrants Peak, but Chill guys are coming off of an 0-2 loss to NRG in ECL yesterday. So I imagine they're going to be a little bit fired up, ready to rock here
Yeah.
tonight. But what do you know about these two teams, Donnie?
Um. Well, obviously, Chill Guys, we casted. What day was that? Earlier this week, we casted them winning in the quarterfinals. Obviously, a very strong performance out of them. And Immigrants Peak, I don't think I've had the pleasure to cast these guys, but I know they are a heavy hitting core, and they've made some waves in their ESEA leagues as of recent seasons. So I'm actually really excited to get my first glimpse into a deeper look in their game.
Yes, as am I.
Have you casted them?
I've not. I don't think I've cast Immigrants Peak. I know that some of the players, like this Chill Guys roster, when they were, I don't remember what their name was, but when they won season, I want to say they won season 48 of Advance to get into ECL,
Sounds right.
and some of those players, like I believe Sofer, and there was somebody else I want to say was they like this Immigrants Peak. These guys know each other pretty well. I'm pretty sure, like they're friends with
Right.
the Immigrants Peak guys. So I expect to see a hard hitting game where there's a lot of firepower here. Obviously, Chill Guys is an ECL roster. Versus Immigrants Peak, who is an advanced roster, I believe, right?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
The answer is yes. They're 2-2 in advanced. So I believed you. I was just wanting to see their record there.
No, it's okay. I understand. I
You
wouldn't
know what?
believe
Fuck it.
me
I
if
didn't
I
believe
said
a
that.
single thing out of your mouth there.
No, but yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very fun time, and the bans are now slowly going underway. It is just the servers now, so we don't get any juicy info out yet, but I definitely expect Chill Guys to try to throw Inferno into the mix. They had a very strong showing against NRG last night on Inferno. They did battle back to almost bring it to overtime. They did just narrowly miss out, however. I don't remember what the first map was. I want to say Mirage, and they lost like 13-8 or something. It wasn't anything special there. But yeah, I think an Inferno is going to be pretty likely. Obviously, Anubis, because we can't escape it because we're in the fun area that is North America. You got any map predictions? I think those are the two that are most likely to come out.
I think that I think you're right. I think we'll probably see Inferno with how well Chill Guys did against NRG on that map last night. I mean, NRG's looking to try to have an undefeated season in ECL this season. They want to make it to Pro League. They want to get up there and in there.
Yeah.
So being able to push that kind of team to that kind of score line on a map like Inferno, I would imagine it probably comes through here. Immigrants Peak the bans are coming through now. Nuke was Chill Guys ban. Then Immigrants Peak right now are looking to ban something. I imagine we see the Vertigo ban. Unless
Yeah,
somehow
most
we get a
likely.
Vertigo map tonight. Wouldn't that be wild, Donnie?
Oh, Dust 2 instead. I would love to cast a Vertigo game in its final send off. I think that would
It's
be kind
gone
of
next
fun.
week. Gone.
Yeah, I
We all
mean,
saw the post from Counter-Strike
yeah,
today.
Train and Premiere and FAMAS improvements, which is very interesting. We'll have to see how that works out. I'm gonna be such a nerd about that once it does happen because I think that is such a sneaky way to balance out the T and CT economy issues right now. But
That's
neither here nor there.
no, it's
Immigrants
both
Peak.
here and there.
Well, it's
Because
it'll
I
be
agree.
here
That's
too.
exactly what I was gonna say. Is I think that
Yeah,
the FAMAS, them buffing the FAMAS and bringing down the price, is a necessary adjustment.
yeah, 100% it is. I mean,
Sorry, I'm
they're.
reading the random chat right now.
I was gonna say I'm also reading the chat in the Faceit lobby, but I
They
don't.
were hoping to play Train. I think. No, I think because you can't really just adjust economy win round loss bonus, right, and have it only
Yeah,
affect one side. But like there has been a necessary need, like a need to shake up the something for the CT so they can actually buy into rounds or get like a second round. Like how many times do we watch CTs win the pistol round and they immediately buy an MP9 armor so they can get some utility? Like
yeah, and it works.
it does work. I'm actually a little surprised that there's not any MP9 buff coming through or nerf coming through because the MP9 still feels like a very overpowered weapon in this game. But
Yeah, like in 20, what was that, like 16,
I think it
17?
was 2016 or 2017. Yeah, I mean there was a period of time there where the UMP was like better than a rifle on most rounds
Yeah,
just because you could shoot from so far. So we do have the 3 maps coming through.
I did see Vertigo got
banned, so no
unfortunately.
Vertigo
So
map for us tonight, Donnie.
hey, there's always the finals. We don't know yet.
There is the finals. There is the finals. You never know. We're still playing these season 6 playoff maps. Let's see here. As soon as this lineup is done being finalized, we'll know what's what.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna just shoot some final
Yeah,
predictions
lay it
as we
on us.
do wait for this. I do think that this is going to be quite a back and forth affair. I think this does have a very realistic possibility of going to 3 maps. I do think Chill Guys are coming in here with the advantage. However, they've been in very good form recently. Like we mentioned, 3 times already, bringing NRG to almost overtime on debatably NRG's best map as well. That being Inferno, which is the first map of this series. That was the pick of Chill Guys, and then Ancient coming in second, being the pick of Immigrants Peak, and the third map I did not catch, but I'll see it in a second, and I'll tell you people. Don't you worry.
It's Anubis. So we got Inferno,
Yeah.
Ancient, and then Anubis.
So I mean, even if this does go to 3, having the first map be Inferno and then the third map being Anubis does bode very, very well for Chill Guys. Those are probably their 2 best maps. The 2 maps that we actually got to cast in the quarterfinals where they did win quite heavy-handedly. So I'm gonna say Chill Guys coming in with the advantage, but Immigrants Peak are definitely not to be messed with. They are a powerful team that can battle quite hard, and I'm excited to see what they can put up.
Yeah, I'm curious to see it as well. I think we're gonna have a very exciting matchup here tonight. We're just waiting for these players to join the server, and while that happens, is there anything you want to say while we're here, Donnie? I know you just got done saying some stuff. I think there's a strong possibility this ends in 2 maps.
Mm-hmm.
Chill Guys, again, very dominant team. We watched them play. I think it was last week. Actually, it's been a while since the quarterfinals.
Oh,
came
was
through.
it?
Maybe it was earlier this
Time
week.
is relative, man. I don't even know.
And to answer the question in chat for Juicebox, yes, the answer is this is a best of 3. We'll get potentially 3 maps, but again, Chill Guys, very strong team on Ancient. They're a strong team on Inferno. And we've seen how they play on Anubis as well. So I think these map picks very much favor Chill Guys. But we'll see. Why do we love watching Counter-Strike? Because anything can happen, right? Like that's what it's all about.
I mean, I will say I do think Immigrants Peak have a good chance if they can kind of control the pace while they're on CT side. With these 3 maps, I mean, less so with Inferno, I suppose, unless you want to count the normal B banana aggression. But I think if the CTs can get good map control while Chill Guys are on the T side, that will put them in the best advantage to pick up this game. That is most of the time when you see Chill Guys falter a little bit is when they don't have the map control fully spread across like they do. Like, with that being said, obviously very difficult for the CTs to just continuously put pressure on and change it up every round so they're not caught out. But that would be the way that I see Immigrants Peak into this game. I do agree with you, though. It is, there is a possibility for a 2-0. I'm hoping for 3, though, just so we can get all the action in as possible, as I love taking up screen time, Big D, don't you?
Big D knows all about it. I love getting the screen time. I love getting the shoutcasting going. I do think we'll have a good game tonight. Like, both of these teams, like I said, they know each other. They've played plenty together. And I'm sure they've scrimmed plenty against each other as well. So I could be wrong about that. I don't actually know that for a fact, but it's anybody's game. But we'll really see what happens here. We got 5 players on the server. They seem like they're trying to take their time to get into this one. I don't know what it is about players in Counter-Strike that will always bleed the clock down to the last second. Like, I appreciate that in OSS they have 5 minutes to get on the server instead of 10. Because how many times do you watch a league match and you're just sitting here trying to fill the space while the players are taking forever to get on the server? And then you'll have 10 people on the server all sprinting around with each other, and they'll get ready at the last second. So, that's just a little old man complaint.
The times that you do, like, you think that there's going to be time, so you start the stream up a little bit later. It's when they get directly into the knife round.
Right.
You're like, oh, well, I guess I messed up. But hey, we got 8 people now. That's almost 10 if you subtract 2 out of it.
We'll even pipe in the sweet sounds of Counter-Strike here for the background.
Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. What do you think? I mean, I'm assuming you're giving Inferno to Chill Guys, right?
Yeah, I think this will be a blowout on Inferno. Again, I don't know. Like, these guys on Immigrants Peak understand the way, like, if I'm not mistaken, these guys are all Ukrainian players. Like, these are all players that come from the same region. And so I feel like there's an element of being able to understand, like, that kind of Counter-Strike being played and play against it a little better. Like, Immigrants Peak might actually play against that style of Counter-Strike better than the average NA run and gun, get in there, blow everybody away quickly and efficiently. But we'll see. There's we know that Chill Guys are a very strong team. We know that they've got some really good reads on the map. I mean, these guys just have a strong understanding of map control, and NRG even took to Twitter yesterday
Song the
NRG.
praises.
Yeah. NRG
yeah.
was singing the praises of Chill Guys even on Twitter. If anybody saw that, I won't go any further into it, but I think Chill Guys are a team that needs to be respected. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes tonight. Again, it's anybody's game. It's
Yeah, and we have all 10 in. I mean, the game's
We
not
do.
starting up yet, but we do have all 10 in, so that's at least a good sign.
Let's switch over. I'm taking away your screen time here, Donnie, because we are actually
Perfect time.
gonna go ahead and hop right in. Where is the game on the stream? There it is. Boom, there we go. Donnie. We got Chill Guys versus Immigrants Peak. I'm going to go ahead and rattle these names off here for everybody at home. On the side of Chill Guys, we got Tabin, Merrill, Magic, Lost, and Evan Kaw. On the other side for Immigrants Peak, it is, watch me bumble over these names, Nico Aju, Bezimek, Artem, Honest, and Hysteria. I didn't struggle as much as I thought.
Dude, I was going to say, you actually nailed that.
Well,
Proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. There's always one in every game, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Don't worry. Mid round, one of us is gonna try really hard, and it's just not gonna work to pronounce something. So.
Did I miss something here? Why is Inferno getting to pick the side?
Chill Guys, you mean?
Why? Yeah. Why is Chill Guys getting to pick the side? This is their map pick.
I don't know. They might just be like letting. Oh, they're not speaking. So we don't know what they're saying to each other. I think they're just gonna choose the
Zarasho.
side that Immigrants Peak wants.
Yeah,
if I
Nikan.
were to just make a guess. Yeah,
I mean,
they're
they're
just gonna
asking them.
choose the side 4. Forgot it was our pick.
Okay, yeah, they're getting it figured out. I got confused there. I was like, wait, did Immigrants Peak pick this map? I
That
thought
would have
for
been
sure
a
this was Chill Guys.
bold move.
That would have been a very bold move after Chill Guys did that to them. But they get to start out on CT side, so that has come through. Forcing execute operations. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, well, the pause is immediately coming through.
Some sort of pause.
What do you think what do you think it's about?
I don't know. It seems like one of the players might just not be ready, maybe forgetting to grab a drink. I know that if I ever forget to grab something to drink during the cast, it ends terribly and I start choking. So,
just like you do in our pugs.
hey, dude, I didn't choke. I just didn't show up, you know?
That's
You
true.
shouldn't
You
expect
have to be
things out of me.
performing first to choke.
Yeah. And fun fact, I suck. So,
That's not true at all. My boy is
Today
a
I
beast
sucked.
out there. Yeah, you know what? It was just some warm-up games. We're going to watch some good Counter-Strike here, and then we're going to throw on one more pug before you go to bed. How about that?
I mean, okay. Yeah, probably.
Unless you have to dip out. It's Friday night, baby.
Woohoo! Friday night. No, the only thing I'm gonna do is eat mozzarella sticks after this, to be honest with you. But Immigrants Peak is starting on the CT side, so that pressure that I think would be best for them to try to get a head start into this map. We're gonna have to see if they're gonna be able to pull it off. For now, it is just armor on both sides, no util at all, which means it's gonna be a dirty round. Most likely something fast. And we're underway.
Okay. Yeah, we are. Big 4-stack for the Immigrants Peak. Going over towards B. It's just Honest over here on... Hey, and honestly, he's going to have to go huge. A little hop, skip, and a jump there. Evan Kaw's going to clean one up to start things out. And an immediate retake situation. As Evan will get the bomb down. Pit is cleared out by the rest of the team. And you can see them take control in apartments. They know what's up here. I think Nico is able to find the opening there. No responses here from Chill Guys quite yet. But a very strong crossfire. We'll see Tabin come out. Lost is able to find one. There's responses coming through, though. And now Magic is suddenly a little bit trapped in this pit, having to take these fights. I don't see a kit on the board right now, Buckethead. But now the kill's coming through. Oh, and
yeah,
Nico,
and I mean, he's sticking the plant, so as long as Nico can distract for long enough, I think there's going to be enough time for the defuse to come through. The T switches his attention.
Oh, no.
And is just able to get the kill in before the bomb goes off, which means Chill Guys pick up the pistol in some dramatic fashion.
In very dramatic fashion. You can even see that Nightblade thought Night 666 or Lost 666. It was Nightblade, I think, at one point. Maybe not. What do I know? Anyway, Lost. He thought that was quite funny. I don't know if he saw me open the console there and he was laughing. I mean, that was unfortunate. I'm not sure how close the stick was there, but Chill Guys finding round number 1. It's a no-buy here from Immigrants Peak. Couple of sets of dualies and a few deagles out here. So definitely a little bit more firepower than nothing here in this round, but I think they would have much rather taken that last round and be on weapons right now.
Yeah, for sure, especially when there's a lot of SMGs and AKs in play. Lost picking up 2 on the other side of the map as Banana Control is fully taken. The rest of the T's will slowly start to march in. It's all going to be on the arms of Artem and his teammate Bezzy, who's playing from behind. The first will fall. And as Magic picks up Bezzy, it's going to be Asteria by himself, Deagle in hand. Against 5 T's with not a lot of damage done to him. Few shots are ringing through. But the damage is good for 1. Only 1, however. Yeah, I mean, 1 is better than none.
Yeah. 1 is better than none, isn't it, Donnie? I couldn't have said that better myself. You know what?
I say things sometimes, you know?
You know what tonight is as well? After when Big D eats some dinner, it's taco night. So Big D's gonna be eating good, and I hope we get to see one of these teams eating good here tonight on the server as well. Don't want to segue too far off into no man's land with random talking.
Random food quips.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about those tacos right now. So
I don't blame you, man. But banana is what Chill Guys are thinking about.
It certainly is. They're thinking about their own food, which is a food, by the way.
Yes.
So great segues here from the casters as we find our way back into the match. And bracket control now for Chill Guys. Honest looks like he wants to clear this out. He's going to spot out 1. Try to clean up the second. The spray gets away from him there, and that's going to be Nico jumping in to help out. Big triple there for Immigrants Peak. Now the 4v2. They spot out Lost as he tries to jump out of the apartment's balcony. Merle going down as well. So 4 alive there on the first on the first gun round. Light utility as well for most of Immigrants Peak there. And
yeah, strong showing with that first gun round. I mean, able to just completely combat the space that Chill Guys wanted to take. A perfect timing from lane peak. We'll see 2 of the Chill Guys members fall a bracket, and then it was basically done from there.
yeah, it really nice lane push there to find the bracket players. A little surprising at how much Chill Guys did not think that they would push there on lane. You saw that they just didn't even pay attention to it on the push, but now forcing Immigrants Peak attention to be set on Banana. Noise being made on the other side here by Evan, but full car control now for Chill Guys. They've got options as to where they want to set up and execute here late into the round.
Yeah, strong positioning out from the T's, but they are all just going to group up towards the top of Banana. 2 CTs are waiting there once again. Bezzy and Artem are going to have a lot on their plate. They're going to have to try to chew through the smoke. We'll stop a push for now. But with the wasted utility on the T side, they really have no choice but to push through. The first to fall is Magic. Bezzy double up with Tabham as well. Hiding behind that pole. He has to swing to help his teammate. Merrill picking up 1 with a Glock, but the AK spray is good to finish it out. Chill Guys are going to fall and see Immigrant Peak win a second.
That's a very exciting start here to Inferno. I mean, Immigrants Peak find 2 off the gun round. That's a beautiful hold from Artem, as well as he gets the triple spray down. Those 2 openings coming through from Bezzy, like you said. That's just solid Counter-Strike being played right there. Good fundamentals, good crossfire, and clearly good communication as well. We'll see if Chill Guys want to move fast towards A or B. They are on the save round now. A little bit of banana control for Immigrants Peak. They're going to lock them out of there early into the round. This does cause them to turn their attention towards B. It looks like they might want to flash through this. Artem and Bezzy both just going to fall back. As a matter of fact, you see Bezzy rotating all the way through. Will be Artem. Got the molly to slow them down. Another smoke goes down, and now the crossfire is set up. Bezzy comes in to save the day. Great response there from Immigrants Peak. This is looking tough for Chill Guys right now.
Yeah, with that getting completely shut down towards B, they're going to be forced to fall off with 50 seconds on the clock and try to regather some space elsewhere. It will just be right now Merrill with a little bit of satellite lurk towards the apartments as his two teammates just hanging out, being Chill Guys at the bottom of Banana.
That's what they do. They
That's
are
what they
Chill
do.
Guys. That's their name, even.
Hand in pocket, you know?
Hand
hanging
in
out.
pocket.
But it does seem that they are going to slowly creep towards bracket. 3 CTs will be awaiting on this site. Hysteria is going to take first contact. The swing almost caught him out. He will find one before Lost trades back. M4 in hand. Now Honest is going to have to try to clean this round up before it gets out of hand, and he will do so. Immigrants Peak finding 3.
It's a nice little start for Immigrants Peak. I'm actually pretty impressed with how clean everything is coming out from Immigrants Peak right now. Chill Guys aren't just. I'll be honest. I really thought this would be a map that Chill Guys would jump into and just kind of mop the floor with Immigrants Peak on, but they're forcing Chill Guys to respect them. So we'll see what comes out here. Guns up for Chill Guys once again. Look at the timing of that utility there as well. Lost just eating that nade early on. Nico's got the op in a very aggressive position. Opening for Evan as they take brackets control, but here comes the peek from lane.
Ooh.
Lost is ready for it this time. They're not going to fall for it twice, Donnie.
No, they're not. And now, I mean, Chill Guys can really do whatever they want. They've spread the defense so thin. This op of Nico almost finding a response, but instead Lost just off the crosshair, taking Nico out, and the rest of the T's slowly walking towards Artem, who's gonna have to pull something magical out if he wants to try to defend. With his death, however, Bezzy is all that remains, and I think all you can try to do is save that AK, even with the amount of money in his pocket.
Yes. We'll see if he's able to do such a thing. I mean, they've got plenty of money on the side of Immigrants Peak to buy up next round, but this AK would be a huge gain for all the utility that they would like to be able to use. He's going to find Lost back of the head, but giving away his position. You can see the rest of Chill Guys closing in on his location. He's got to be careful. They're getting these sound cues right now. They can hear it. Spotting him out. That's going to be magic. Clearing him out. Finding that AK, and we are back tied up at 3-3 here.
Yes, sir. Keeping it close, keeping it combative. Chill Guys able to stop the little streak that Immigrants Peak went on early on, but that does not mean much as the op is back out. Nico is going to have it for the first time this game, I believe. No op in play for Chill Guys as the money's still not perfect for them. But we'll see what kind of impact this rifle can have. It is going to be stationed towards A as we see a heavy CT stack over towards bracket and apps.
Yeah, I like this move. Bezzy can hear Lost down there. The op is going to pop off, finds a leg or an arm there, but not the full kill, and 4 players tucked up into apartments here. Immigrants Peak wants to get busy with them. And it's going to be Artem. If Artem goes down here on B, that's going to get really dicey. Swinging out. Honest is going to go down. Noise being made over there towards B. Bezzy is able to find the trade. Now Chill Guys just set up for further aggression. You see Tabin spotting out Bezzy there, top mid. Some damage being done, but no commitment quite yet. It looks like Lost wants to get up here. 2 players are fairly low on the side of Chill Guys, so might be able to do something about it. Lost is going to find one, not the second. Hysteria gets damaged down. Now the 2v2. Bezzy lit with the op, but that makes that's not too bad. Oh, Artem spotted out Merle there as he comes across, and Merle's gonna find the kill. Wants to jump into CT spawn. He's looking to see if he can find Bezimek here. I think he's got a good read that he's over here. Moving through now. There it is. Merrill clearing out all his angles. Perfect play. And Chill Guys are up in the lead again.
Very, very awkward way to start that round with the, aggressive stack on A. And it did play out with a very heavy bloodbath, but Chill Guys had a good read at the end there to keep the bomb passive towards A, let the player B take the space, wrap through CT. So even if player CT fell there, bomb would have been planted, and it would have been, a pretty favorable 1v1 post plant for Chill Guys. But with that being said, I do love the banana control that Immigrants Peak has been taking. They've been, timing their aggress and fallback very well.
They have.
As I say that,
yeah, there's a couple of nades landing right on Artem.
More nades. Jesus. Artem down to a little bit less than half, as Chill Guys do focus most of their attention towards B early on. Seems like almost a boost peak was planned, but Artem thinking better, just holding the smoke. Plopping it down right when the T's are looking to strike. Will buy his team a little bit of time. After still in the 5v5 with only a minute left. That spray through the smoke was really nice, almost being able to catch out Merrill. But now the T's have to fall back and try to figure out what they want to do from here on out.
Yeah, and I like this control from Immigrants Peak just to hang out on A. You see them start to adjust a little bit. Not sure if they're committing to B or not. Obviously, we can see on the mini map that Chill Guys, they have made their way up towards A, and actually that one smoke pulls out 2 players from A, leaving Honest just by his lonesome here at top mid. Oh, don't get caught with utility in your hand. Spotted out. There's going to be the opening. Bit of damage. It goes for an aggressive swing there. And Hysteria just got to look out for this mid player. Oh, my goodness. What a shot. That is beautiful stuff from Hysteria. So the 4v3 retake has ensued. They've got a good idea that these guys have all got to be on site.
Yeah, the CT's definitely with the leg up right now. As the T's don't have the worst post-plants positions, but man and health advantage are definitely not in their favor. The first will drop. And that's the rest of them as well before I could even think of the words that wanted to come out of my mouth. Immigrants Peak are keeping this game very, very close.
Yeah, they are. This is nice. This is the nice back and forth that we were hoping for. Timeout is even being called here by Chill Guys. They have 2 players. I mean, they have 1 player that wouldn't be able to buy into this round. Evan would be on AK armor, no utility. So I have a feeling that's what they're discussing right now. But tied up here at 4-4. Obviously, this is a CT-sided map, so we might see if Chill Guys can keep chipping away at the economy of Immigrants Peak. Like, if they win this round, things might get a little dicey here as Immigrants Peak are going to start battling their economy into the later rounds of this first half of our first map of our best of 3 for our second semifinals for OSS Season 6. Say that 3 times fast.
I'm surprised that you never messed that up.
Dude, that's not true. I definitely messed that up plenty. But my point remains that Immigrants Peak might be battling with their economy. So this round right here feels like a really important one to how the rest of the momentum is going to shift here for the last 4 rounds of the half. But again, I can't sing Immigrants Peak praises enough. They look strong out here right now. You wouldn't know that this is an advanced team versus an ECL team.
Yeah, for sure. Evenly matched is the way I would like to say it, as the T's are completely denied banana control early on. A lot of util blocking off both sides, and they are just going to slowly walk towards the bracket where the Oppa Nico is smoked out. Throwing a smoke of his own towards top mid does mean that bracket control is still in the hands of the CTs. The Tech 9 of Lost wants to try to poke his head around.
I like this move here. Honest wants to get into apps. The flash is going to come through. He's got support from the op. There's the opening from Artem. He's got a fan out there in the chat as well, Donnie. And shout out to one of our #1 fans, Juicebox, as well. Appreciate you coming through to support the stream, hang out, and be here to watch and chat with us. Sorry we don't interact much with chat while we're casting. We're usually pretty focused on the game, and especially that's why is because I'm missing all the action here. Big kills coming through. Nico and Honest finding one apiece. There's Hysteria to hold on tight as well. Evan is going to respond. If he finds one more kill here, he can keep this economy in check for Immigrants Peak, but not going to happen as Artem rotating over here to help out his teammates. And they have found the lead with 3 alive. So Immigrants Peak actually are starting to build a little bit of cash here and might be able to buy up the last several rounds of this half, regardless of what happens.
Yeah, I mean, this is really impressive out of Immigrants Peak. Chill Guys, I would say their T side for Inferno usually is their better side. That might be an opinion more so than a fact. But they've done a great job to quell all of the damage that is thrown their way and battle back and find themselves with a lead and 1 kill into the round that will be traded back.
Okay, yeah. Good response here from Honest. Wants to take that battle again. The dink coming through. Hysteria there to help him out. Now the 4v2 ensues. This is the save round for Chill Guys. Tabin's able to find one. Oh, swings out, finds a headshot on another, but ready for it. It's Bezimek coming through. Now 2 rounds separate these two teams. This is not looking too bad from Immigrants Peak.
No, not at all. We'll see if they can pull out that, 8-4 half. They're setting themselves up really, really nice to have a T side that won't allow them to, it'll give them a pretty good window of space to work with. And as Chill Guys are on the pistols once again, a 7th is pretty likely to be in the books. Although we've seen crazy things happen. The op is about to peek banana. Smoke doesn't block him out. So he's not going to be able to see anything.
Or the console.
The pop smoke might help. Oh, the nade does damage, but not the op. As CTs are forced to fall back and forego the control they had. Now the T's get a little bit of space to work with.
Yeah, they've got this car control, but again, the firepower is so much in the favor of Immigrants Peak here. They've got this op holding the gap. We'll see if somebody gives him the opportunity here on the op. Oh, we see that boost falling down, though. Merle is going to be brought to certain death. I was going to say drop down after drop down, so I second guess saying down a second time.
Yeah, you gotta keep it fresh.
You gotta keep it fresh, dude. A great caster once told me you gotta vary up your phrases here so that the viewer doesn't get bored. And I don't know if I've actually started doing that, but it's something I think about, though. Woo! Beautiful peek
nice
from
shot.
Nico. And the second,
Oh
does
my
he get this
God.
third? No, sidearm has to be pulled out, battling with Evan. And there's gonna be Bezimek to clean up. The bomb is in the hands of Immigrants Peak, spotting that out. Honest coming in to help out. 1 loss there from Immigrants Peak, and now hot on fire as well. Huge round right now. A huge half from them right now.
Yeah, that was some very dirty work out with the op towards CT. That flick just barely collecting the arm and bringing down the T that was close. And another timeout is being burned for Chill Guys as they do try to just collect their thoughts and figure out what they can do to secure 5th and keep this game as close as possible. Immigrants Peak, on the other hand, doing great. I love the control they're able to take. They're not letting the lurk of Lost over on the apartment side really get to them at all. If anything, I think he's 1 kill, like 1 lurk kill and 2 lurk deaths, and not really contributing much. So it's been great control overall from Immigrants Peak so far.
Yeah, they've got this is what we were talking about at the beginning of the game. Immigrants Peak clearly knows how Chill Guys play. Like these teams have interacted plenty with each other. Several of these guys are from the original Chill Guys roster. So as long ago as that was, it looks like it's working out for Immigrants Peak right now. All that being said, they are going to try for a little bit more aggressive banana control. That's a nice shot from Evan. The nade was beautiful as well. Artem trying to line him up. He still finds 2. Evan very low. And the rotate is going to start coming through. Bomb still not down. That molly may do even more damage. Yeah, Evan has to worry about that, and then lost on the back line there. There's his second lurk kill. So finally making something happen from that lurk, and it's the 2v3 retake now. Numbers favoring Chill Guys. Bomb's still not down, though, Donnie.
Bomb's not. Loss was lagging behind a little bit, but now as those digits begin to get pumped in, it has given a lot of time for Nico to slowly rotate in. Honest is going to be the one to most likely take first contact, however, as the smoke CT is still there. Honest losing his life. Evan able to secure that frag, and now Nico's all that remains between Chill Guys and finding a fifth. With a nice headshot towards Emo, does find the first, and the spray onto the banana player will not be able to secure the kill. So it will be a 7-5 half favoring Immigrants Peak.
Well, and I was going to say at the beginning of that round as well, that is going to be another important round. Chill Guys finding that, making it a 5-7 half, finding 5 on T-side Inferno. This is obviously one of the more CT-sided maps of all time, up there with Old Nuke and God, why can't I think of what other ultra CT-sided map there was? Mirage. My God. What am I doing over here, Donnie?
It's all right. We got time. I mean, Artem disconnected, so.
Yeah, so timeout comes through. Artem's going to get back into the game momentarily. But really nice start for Immigrants Peak regardless. We'll see what happens on the side switch. I feel like 5 T-side rounds, this is what I was getting at, does lend Chill Guys the ability to kind of pick up momentum here on CT side if they find this pistol round. But it's a one round at a time game. That's how everybody's going to be playing it, and that's no different for these two teams. And when Artem gets back, I have a feeling we'll see a very exciting pistol round.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to see just something fast and aggressive out from Immigrants Peak. I think that would put them in a very good spot to, just try to get Chill Guys off guard early on. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm very interested by the, commitment to the armor being bought for both these teams, foregoing any utility in these pistol rounds. To each their own, I assume. But round is about to get underway. Oh my God, a smoke and a flashbang. Let's go.
A smoke and a flash for Artem.
We're so back.
Spoke too soon. We're so back. However, no kits, no utility, just 5 sets of armor on the side of Chill Guys. That is, we'll see how that works out for them. It looks like they're going to just keep 2 players over here at Speedway, trying to get the read on where these guys are going. 3 players stack up on B. Now, this is a wicked crossfire over here with 1 in dark, 1 in new box, and then you've got another one setting up at Coffins. Tabin spotting out the top mid presence. There are a couple of lurks here on the side of Immigrants Peak, but I think ultimately they would like to try to end on B. We'll see how that works out for them. Just the single smoke of Artem.
He's going to be lined up to throw CT, and T's will now begin to push in as the P250 shots ring out. No bullets connecting yet, but the T's look to overwhelm. Lost secures the first, and a nice little peek does do some more damage, but the CTs are about to get overwhelmed. Oh, Artem and Honest combining for 2. Evans all that's left in the site. And now it will see a retake for Chill Guys. They are able to pick up the first kill. Tabin taking down Honest. And 2v2 with only 1 point of health for Hysteria. We're going to have to see how the CT defense wants to push in. There is no kit in play. So only 15 seconds left to find these kills. Or at least get the control for it. Tabin finding Hysteria towards the new box. And the Glock does ring true for 1, but not 2. Magic able to secure the pistol round for Chill Guys.
Well, that was indeed an exciting pistol round, as predicted. Despite having that B stack up, the Immigrants Peak still make their way in, muscle through, and get the plant down as well. So I expect to see a buy out of them. We see armor immediately come out for Bezimek, the Galil here for Honest. And, yeah, we're going to get the force buy here for Immigrants Peak in the second round. This is always the toughest round for CT, I feel like, is you let the plant happen, but you won the pistol. The firepower is technically going to be superior on the other team, which may not be for long. We all know the FAMAS is getting a big buff next week at some point. We'll see how big of a buff that is. and the M4A4 being dropped in price as well. We all saw the post today, I imagine, from the official Counter-Strike Twitter. But big opening for Chill Guys. This Magic lines one up, and then a dink comes through on B as well. That does not feel good for Immigrants Peak. Thank God it was the MP9 they're thinking. But they look like they've really got their heart set on going up B here.
Yeah, and I mean, it is not the worst play in the world, as a rotate would be kind of hard to come through. So if these two Banana players can get overwhelmed, it does bode well for the T's. However, it's going to be a lot easier said than done. The flashbang does come through, but Magic from the sandbag secures the first, almost finding another. Player down low, the MP9 has to fall back. Merrill finding one before falling onto the site, almost overaggressing a little too much. But with the rotate coming in from CT, Evan should be able to help Merrill. And these two remaining T's are not going to be long for this world unless they can get the player new box. And it seems that they're ready for the player call and hearing some footsteps. But the backstab from Banana should secure this round. Okay. Every time I was about to say the round was about to end,
Yeah,
they somehow didn't end the round. It was
a little
scary.
more out. I mean, that's a nice hold from Chill Guys. They tie it up, right? They keep, but they only keep 2 guns alive. No plant in that round makes me think that Immigrants Peak are, yeah, they're gonna go for a mostly save. You see the Mac 10 armor come out for Artem. Some Deagles. They've got 4 sets of armor on the side of Immigrant Peak. This is another one of these really hard rounds for CTs, I feel. You think that, okay, we denied the plant, they're going to be saving this round, and then all of a sudden there's going to be a few players that have armor unexpectedly. So we'll see if Chill Guys are set up for that. Well-timed molly there, and Hysteria is forced away. Oh, Lost dancing around with this smoke right now. The smoke is going to fade here momentarily. We'll see who spots who first. Artem wants to get through, is going to do so, but ready for it. It is Lost. Looking anything but Lost out here.
Yeah, definitely doing some good impact for his team so far. Being in the 2nd position in the kills, but they are pretty evenly spread. Everybody putting in a decent bit of work this game so far.
Oh, yeah.
And the CTs are so ready for this Bracken control. All the players isolated into the similar spot. The scout does get backstabbed by the MP9. That does pick up 2. Now, 2 T's remaining towards that top mid. And they're looking frazzled. Magic's eliminating Hysteria from the round. Honest Eagle is all that's going to remain. And as he pushes towards long haul, he is able to find one nice headshot, but Lost closes it out. And Chill Guys looking pretty feisty on their CT side so far.
Yeah, they're anything but chill right now. They are feisty, ferocious, and feral. To keep that alliteration going.
There you go.
Yeah, and yeah, this is kind of what I was worried about. Obviously, we've got guns on Immigrants Peak now, but Chill Guys look very dominant. They understand how important the CT economy is. They've played these rounds very methodically here to make sure that they keep that CT side economy built up for players able to full buy into the next round if they were to lose this one. And then fast aggression over here on B, clearing Banana out. And Merrill's gotten all the way down here. Nade thrown through the smoke. Does not find anything on anyone. Pardon. And Bezimek wants to try to give Lost the same treatment that Artem did last round, but he's thinking better of it. And Lost doesn't want to play that exact same position. Close by is Evan to Boiler. A flash in mid. Evan goes ahead and peeks with it. I think he heard that the bomb was dropped right there. That little beep noise always gives that away. So you see them back away. They're just going to relinquish brackets control. Magic spamming through the smoke is able to find one on B. Honest getting a little too aggressive there on Banana. We'll see who spots who out first. Tabin is going to be pushed back. Now I think they know that the late A hit is going to come through. 30 seconds now.
It's such a slow-paced round. That's all about to end with a big boom as the Molotov falls towards the pit, flushing one player out. Hysteria getting the opening pick onto the site. Evan is going to have to do a lot of work if he wants to stop the T's. He's not able to. So Immigrants Peak secure the A bomb site, and the CT's already falling back as the money, at least for the 2 players alive, looking pretty low.
Well, we just got a request here in chat based on my alliteration. Somebody wants to hear an adjective for every letter of the alphabet by the end of the series. And I'll start out here. An ample take here on A site for Immigrants Peak, but I would argue that they're making believers out of us here. Wouldn't you say? That's A and B down. That's A and B down, Donnie. I just got 24 more letters.
I had one for B, and I was
Lay it on me. What do you got?
Use it. I was gonna say Brave, but
oh yeah, an ample take with brave tactics. Here in they were unable to counter the strike. Were chill guys. They weren't ready for it. Now a timeout's called here. So Immigrants Peak, they've got to be feeling somewhat dastardly at this point. Hitting everything everywhere all at once.
yeah, I mean they're pretty eager in this game so far.
They are eager indeed. Yeah. So they've been ample, brave, unable to counter the strike, dastardly, and then eager. And if I and I think the next thing that they need to do is get frank with the other team. You know, just keep it real, keep it a buck with them, as they say.
I mean, both these teams are playing so fearlessly right now.
Indeed, they are.
That the game should give us a generous amount of rounds as we head into the 17th.
I like
where
that.
I believe, yeah, that was good. I'm proud of that one.
I was gonna say great.
More slow-paced action. Great? Oh, dude, no.
No, that's too easy. That's low-hanging fruit. We are all tied up here in our second half. Things starting to get a little hairy for chill guys, as well as Hysteria is going to get close up to apartments and then immediately go incognito.
Yeah, not wanting to give any information yet. He could jump towards that balcony, but it would give the sound cue away, letting the CTs know where he's at. A nice spray does see Artem take a little bit of damage through that smoke. And as he's just dancing around, trying to see if anyone's peeking from the long hall. Hysteria has now jumped up in. So he's going to collide with his teammate in the apartments. But the bracket control right now for chill guys is very strong. The positioning should be able to thwart any action that wants to be taken out through Boiler. As I say that, it does seem like it's about to be tested. The first kill will be Tabin, taking down Hysteria. And as that arch gets smoked off, Tabin's able to find another. Bezzy losing his life as well, lost, able to pick it up. And Merrill's going to have to be ready on the B-bomb site for these remaining 2 Ts. Playing from the new box. Molly will flush him out momentarily, not able to secure a kill first. So the bomb is going to be able to get planted. And CTs are going to have to wait for their teammates to collect around the same area to push in. A nice crossfire in the back lanes does mean that Immigrants Peak at least have a little bit of positional advantage. Molotov flushing out Nico, unless he wants to stand in it. The CTs are ready for the peak. That's going to be almost a clean round for chill guys, only losing the 1, and that's going to be a really good way to, you know, keep themselves in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I agree. Well, and now that we're up to J's as well, I was thinking about a J that whole time, and this one's going to be easy because a big 4 stack on A can be a bit of a gamble, but when you come out on top with 4 players alive at the end of the round, I would say it's justified.
Yeah, justified. And I mean, if you're doing your homework, you should be knowledgeable of when to pull those tactics out.
Yes.
And it's some lovely, lovely scenes we're seeing as these teams, neither one wants to give up. It is still back and forth. Chill guys definitely showing their dominance on CT side so far, at least. As I do like the slow style that Immigrants Peak is playing with. It hasn't really been working out too well for them yet, but I do appreciate, you know, the slow maneuvering around the map, gathering that map control. It's just the gunfights are not going their way right now.
No, they're not. But you know, they look mighty comfortable against these guys here, and you know, it's still anybody's game at this point. Like, this is far closer than I would have anticipated, and that's a big nade for Merrill to eat up. And we're on ends now, and I'm a little lost for words here for an I'm not
A
going to
noble
finish that
play
sentence.
will have to
A
come
noble
out.
play, yeah. That's a good N-word as opposed to other. Let's, you know what? We're on to O, so let's just skip past this. I'm having
Observant.
too much fun here with this.
Observant.
Observant, yeah. Well, observant play there from Tab, and again on this op. This has been difficult for Immigrants Peak to contest. Magic is going to find one there on the back line. That's going to be no trades coming through. Now holding on tight. And optimal play here from the Chill guys as they force Immigrants Peak to just fall back here and go for the save. This is where things are going to start falling apart. They're fighting with the economy, and you wouldn't be able to persuade me of anything else.
Yeah, I mean, clearly these, although I was singing the praises of it, these patient plays by Immigrants Peak is not really panning out, and I think a change of pace would really benefit them. Something quick towards a bomb site definitely would help out and, you know, try to radiate some life back into this T side. I just knocked out 3 with that.
Did you hit
That was
Q in there?
crazy. Yeah, quick.
Oh, yeah, quick.
Yeah.
Quick, and they've been playing quiet as well. And like you said, they are radiating. But on the other side, I would say that Chill Guys is just radiating tremendous. Or excuse me, we skipped S. Radiating superb, tremendous, uniformed, victorious action right now. So I just knocked out 4, maybe 5 right there. So we're up to WXYZ, baby. We got 4 left. I hope JS399 out there is hearing all of this.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta admit, we've been pretty witty with this so far.
Oh my God. I would. This is gonna be a bit harder here. I would say that somebody needs to try to develop some X-ray vision to win these rounds on the side of Immigrants Peak, but it's going to be difficult. Chill Guys just having a really nice setup across the map everywhere that they go. They understand these timings. They've got very clean teamwork as well. The boost up from the op. Not ready for it. Nico is able to find one. This op is going to get tested. I tried to switch over, but he went down too soon. And we are going to see this rotate come through. Honest. Oh, look at that. Lost is aware. He's ready for that. So trades coming through. Evan's able to find 2. Bomb still not down as Evan finds a 3rd. Oh, and that may be the final nail in the coffin here for Immigrants Peak on Inferno.
Yeah,
A
I
bit
mean,
of yucky action there for Immigrants Peak.
yeah, I mean, Chill Guy's definitely not getting. Oh, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say overzealous, but that's what. Oh, Honest is ready to fight. However, Lost is able to secure that kill. He was trying to find an apartment earlier in the round, and Chill Guys on penultimate map point. Does mean Immigrants Peak really do have their backs against the wall. They have to try to pull something out. The money isn't the best, but it does allow for the AKs and armor to be secured. Not a lot of util to be in the hands, however.
Well,
And I still think they just got to go for something fast, man.
to close out this task we've been given with the alliteration, with an adjective for each letter, I would say that Immigrants Peak really need to come up with some kind of zany play here to make something happen. And now that we're done and dusted with that, back to focusing just on the game. And that's going to be an opening for Tabin. Appreciate the opportunity to have a little fun with the cast there and entertain you guys out there. And we can always keep it running. It definitely was nice to force me to think about more words here. I think that Immigrants Peak are going to need to figure out how to come up with more plays here on T-side, because Chill Guy's playing very dynamic setups here across the board. I mean, there's nothing I don't think I've seen them do the same thing 2 rounds in a row, and they're keeping Immigrants Peak on on their toes, and it looks like it's catching them off over and over again.
I mean, definitely keeping them at arm's length from really coming back into this game after the impressive way the CT decided to start. But with no pit player, that does mean that balcony control will be in the hands of the T's momentarily. if they do decide to act on it. A beautiful reaction out of Tabs, and does see Nico be the second to drop in the round, and now the T's do have to activate. This is going to get really awkward really fast. Lost ready for the push out. And as the bomb tries to go towards Boiler, that Molly will stop him in his tracks and make him regather with his team. 25 seconds on the clock. This peak has to come through. Lost headshot will take down one. A spray for another, and the third one might be soon to follow. But Honest at least finding one before his demise at the end, at the hands of Evan. At the hands of Evan Kaw.
Easy for you to say, Buckethead. Yeah. This is more what I expected once Chill Guys got onto CT side. They've just been dominant on these rounds. I mean, if we take a look at these rounds have not even been close. There's been a few close rounds in the beginning, but once they started getting guns, save for the one round they gave up, and the round prior to that one with one surviving, this has been just a blowout here on CT side. As I say that, Hysteria jumps up and is able to find one, caught jumping through the air as Evan swings out and gets the trade. But now in a bit of a tight spot. They put the smoke down top mid, and you can see this full banana control as well for Chill Guys right now. Evan, okay, Honest doesn't clear things out. Now they do. Honest comes through, finds that kill on Evan, and they keep their attention towards B for now. They know that there's got to be a player close by. Gun being dropped. One more for Honest. He's waiting for the peek. That's going to be lost on site alone. The bomb is picked up now, hiding up in the Cold Zera spot. The flash is going to come through, but the trades are better. And bomb going down. It looks like a stay of execution here is potentially in play. As Merrill does find one coming in for the retake, but half HP now. He's got to be careful. That's going to be Bezimek walking right up and finding the kill. Chill Guys, they've got the money, Donnie. They've got enough to buy into this next round, even with op, full utility, M4, everything. But Immigrants Peak, if they find this round off of them, they could get them sweating just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. It would mean that this game does come down very close to the wire, but a double op setup is what Chill Guys actually want to go into with this, and this is going to be the first time we see it. So I'm excited to see how the T's decide to react to it, how long it'll take for them to realize what's going on. Merrill up through the wall, finding the first, will alert that that's not the normal op player. There has to be two ops. So Immigrants Peak now having to adjust after the early demise of their friend Tabin, letting that other op ring out, finding Honest already a 5v3.
Well, and based on how this is going, I think this might be done and dusted. We'll see what happens. There it is! As I say that, the final kills come through, not dropping a thing on the final round there. 13-9 on Inferno. Not bad from not bad at all from Immigrants Peak there. Yeah, if I could, yeah, exactly. All right, back to Cams here.
Yeah, I mean, they showed pretty well on their CT side. They were able to combat basically everything that Chill Guys was throwing at them. And I did say that was the key to success in the game. However, in order to fully secure it, you also got to find those rounds on your T side, which just wasn't able to fully come to fruition. And Chill Guys really running away with that CT side. It may be a little bit of fluff with a round or two, but at the end of the day, that was a dominant performance from Chill Guys in that second half.
No doubt about it. I mean, that's what we expected to happen. I think that after watching that, this is what I'm going to jump right into my predictions for Ancient. Immigrants Peak might be able to actually push this to a map 3, which I think would be really fascinating to watch, especially if it goes to Anubis. We know that Chill Guys are a very strong Anubis team on top of being a strong Ancient and Inferno team. So, again, this could be done and dusted here in 2 maps with Chill Guys moving on to the grand finals. But Immigrants Peak are showing up and showing out. So I'm really impressed by how they're playing so far. I think that Ancient is going to get very exciting here. Let's go ahead and update our maps. 13,
Yeah.
9.
I mean, anything is definitely possible. I think that they're gonna have to just find a lot more avenues to work around their T side. Obviously, Ancient is a completely different map, so your T side is going to play differently. But if they just continue with that very slow-paced, very methodical way of gathering map control, um, especially if they're completely pushed out of an extremity like they were on Inferno, it's not what's going to work. So we'll have to see. I mean, also, I don't remember the last time I saw Chill Guys play Ancient. It might have been, I don't know if they played in OSS. It might have been like last ESCA season. So we'll have to see what kind of firepower they can put into this map.
That's a good question. Let's see here. I'm going to look back on the Chill Guys games. They would have played Ancient against Amped, but they clobbered Amped in quarterfinals of OSS, and that was a 2-0, so it didn't go to Ancient. Yeah, they have not played Ancient yet in OSS, but let's see what we can find here about these lads. What are their stats?
Oh, yeah. Last time they played Ancient was 13-11 loss?
No, 13-2. That big W's on Ancient. 13-2 and 13-2, 12-15 and 12-14. That was for... What was that for?
Not too sure.
I think that was for OSS.
Oh, in the regular season?
Yeah, for when OSS started,
Right.
and was doing this still in the Swiss stage, because that was back on 12-14, 12-15, and both times they played Ancient, they 13-2'd the enemy team. Before that, it was a 13-4, 13-4, and the last time they lost on Ancient was 11-23, and that was to NRG.
Right. So clearly they're well versed in the map. I still want to give the advantage to Immigrants Peak. They definitely need to try to work a way around this CT side. Chill Guys is firing on all cylinders on their defense. And I mean, yeah, they're just gonna have to deny a big CT side again if they want to try to push it to map 3.
Yes, they really are. I'm curious to see how this plays out. I fear that Chill Guys are gonna go ham on Ancient here against them, but again, Immigrants Peak looks pretty good out here right now. Like they played a good game of Inferno there. It was just once Chill Guys got to the CT side, they were gripping and ripping like nobody's business.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they can just have a really, really strong T side a really, really strong CT side to carry them in through the game. But we'll have to wait and see. We also got to see what side Chill Guys want to choose to start in. I would assume the CT side for them, as they seem more comfortable on it, at least for today. And Ancient's a map that you could really choose whichever side you want. It doesn't matter. Super big amount in the grand scheme of things. And we almost got all the players in. We are just waiting for one apiece on each team. Big D, I want a final prediction. Who do you got?
I think this is Chill Guys going 2-0. I'm curious to see what's going to happen here because it looks like nobody has readied up in time for the game to start. So they may be having to call an admin or something. I'm not sure. I'm looking at the match page. But nope, I lied. They're going to be getting started here momentarily. Don't look, Donnie.
Oh no, spoilers.
Yeah, sometimes we get spoilers, but I do think
though.
this is Chill Guys.
Yeah. I think that there's a chance for sure, but Chill Guys are, sitting pretty in their position in OSS right now. They're strong favorites for the tournament, and I just don't see them bowing out in the semifinals today.
No, I don't either. I'm really looking forward to whoever's going to play Akimbo. Obviously, how has Akimbo done in season 49 so far after the first week of ECL? Let's see here. Go ahead and do a little professional yapping.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Akimbo have not fared the best in ECL. I might be lying to you, but if I remember correctly, I think they were like 1-3. But I believe Chill Guys are also at that same level right now in ECL. Maybe they have 2 wins and 2 losses. But that would definitely be a fun matchup. Whoever Akimbo does face, Akimbo is a great team that definitely, deserve their spot in the finals. And whichever team can meet them there is going to be a menace. We'll just have to wait and see if Chill Guys can round this out, advance further in the playoffs, this map, or if it's going to have to go to the final battleground of Anubis.
I guess we will see here momentarily. We're still waiting on the 10th player to show up. Let's see NA standings.
Akimbo is 2-2.
Akimbo is 2-2 in ECL right now. I don't know who they've played quite yet, but that's gonna be neither here nor there. As we are gonna go ahead and hop into this next game now. We'll see what happens. Donnie, what about you? Do you think there's a chance for Immigrants Peak to come through, or is this done and dusted? Show Guys coming up tough.
I mean, I would love to say that there's a world that Immigrants Peak do like fully battle back. I just don't. I don't really know if it's going to be right now. I think this is just a really hard matchup, no matter who you are heading into this tournament. And if Chill Guys, if they play like they did on Mirage in that second half, like it's gonna be a very, very uphill battle. And we are missing a player on Chill Guys as we speak.
I'm not sure what's happening here. Waiting for the 10th player to join the server. Who are we missing? We got Evan, we got Lost, we got Merle, we got Tabin. Why can I not think of who the 5th player for Show Guys was?
I'm honestly brain farting as
Magic,
well.
duh.
Magic. But he did just join, so
now he's there.
teams are ready, and Pissed Around is going to go underway. Chill Guys, as predicted, will be starting on that CT side. Going to try to just ride the momentum that they were able to flood Immigrants Peak with last game. And a flashbang in play this time. See, the utility's coming out now. A smoke on one team, a flash on another. Ooh, a smoke and a flash for Chill Guys. There we go. That's what you like to see.
Still no kit out here, but the dualies are available for Evan. And a fast, aggressive mid play for Chill Guys, and an even faster, aggressive A play for Immigrants Peak. They're gonna get right out here. They're gonna try to clear out Donut. They're gonna have to deal with Tabin and Evan. Or Merle, excuse me. And then Magic as well. Bomb plant goes down, though. Now, the retake's coming through, trying to find anything. They know one is over here in CT, and Chill Guys. Lost has just been AFK this whole time. I'm not sure what is going on with the Chill Guys. Still coming out on top of this round, though, as they whittle it down to just the 3v1. Trying to do some damage here. Merle finds Bezzy. Defuse is going to come through. And that's Chill Guys, despite being down a player in the round, coming out on top.
Just enough time to get that bomb. And Chill Guys starting with the pistol win here is huge. They are going to have to try to convert what presumably will be a forced buy from Immigrants Peak. But if they can secure this second round, I mean, I do see Chill Guys running away with the CT side. It's really early to call that, but the confidence that these guys play with, it's so hard to combat when a team is just, they feel themselves. They know that they can do it. It's one of the hardest things to fight against.
Yeah, it really is, and we'll see what happens, because there's a lot of utility being thrown across the map, but only one set of utility, single smoke, single flash, and single Molotov on the side of Immigrants Peak, and that is over here towards B. Oh, no, is it? Yeah, it is over here towards B, but if Honest goes down, so does that utility, and we see stack here on B from Chill Guys. 3 players set up looking for one. There's going to be the smoke, and I think they spotted each other out there. Bezimec knows that somebody is jiggling at this doorway here. And Lost does not want to give up this smoke quite yet until the last second. All right, he's going to be spotted out now. Has to pull the MP9 back out. Able to find the kill. Bezimek going down. The trade not able to come through. The nade lands right on the mark. Now that's Caves control here for Lost. I'm not sure if Immigrants Peak are ready for how close Lost is here. It doesn't look like they're even going to clear that out. Yeah, he's going to actually get support. Honest is going to take him down. Now it is just Artem last alive here, jumping, flying through the air. Magic distracting as Merrill picks it up, and that is 5 players alive for Chill Guys in that second round. So they didn't just win that round, they prevented a plant and kept all 5 of their guns alive. So pretty hot start
that was
here for
so
Chill Guys.
huge. So huge to not give any money up to those SMGs. Let Immigrants Peak's economy slowly build up as they save again. But instead, Chill Guys are, you know, in a position to have a very powerful CT start. A normal util will go down towards the B extremity. And aggression towards mid does force 2Ts that were playing back there to fall back. A peek from Merrill does find the player, boosted up. One more is swinging around that door with the deagle. The molly will prevent any more peeking. And now it does seem that the T's are going to slowly creep towards the A bomb site, which as of right now is wide open. You got to imagine Tabin is going to, fall back to Donut and at least play passively to prevent a full collection of the site for the T's. But definitely not an impossible round. These pistols can overwhelm. It is 4 deagles, so it's not going to be the best for, any run and gun action, but some crisp headshots can get lined up. Immigrant Speaker definitely not out of the round yet.
We'll see what happens. Tabin has the crossfire here. Sends a nade out, but there's Magic to help out with the MP9. Now Tabin can jump right back in. And yeah, this is looking dicey here for Immigrants Peak as Chill Guys go up 3-0 to start. I know that was a save round, but again, Chill Guys might just get cooking here on Ancient. They've already been building up their economy, 5K a piece for everybody, save for Evan after buying full everything. So Evan will invest his money into the round, but still full buy here going into the first buy round of Immigrants Peak. They've got 5 AKs. They've got the full set of utility here on Immigrants Peak, but do they have the spirit or the tenacity to fight back into this one? That'll be the question.
Yeah, it seems like they have a pretty good idea of what's going on right now. There is a heavy A stack for Chill Guys, and Red Room player does rotate towards B to try to help out Lost, who's got 3 players poking around his area. Just see, the bomb is all the way back towards A main. So if Chill Guys do get aggressive there, it could be pretty bad. Instead, it will just be a little bit of a stalemate towards the ramp. The boost up might be able to catch at least one player off, but instead the smoke will forego any information. And Immigrants Peak are going to be forced off once again.
Yeah, and look at all this utility. 50 seconds now. Chill Guys still have a couple of mollies and 3 flashes, but smokes are done and gone. And Immigrants Peak Hysteria has gotten up here into Red Room. If Honest makes a move over here on B, he might be able to get Chill Guys to think it's a fake, but it looks like Immigrants Peak actually just want to set up for the late B execute. 30 seconds left now, spotting out Merrill. He's going to put his molly down, jumping around, waiting for it. There's the headshot coming through. Now, smokes are up. Artem is going to try to plant in the smoke. That just won't work. Not even a kill coming through right now for Immigrants Peak. It's 5 alive here for Chill Guys in round number 4. And again, continuing to stack cash here and a very oppressive CT side so far.
Yeah, a buyback will come out for Immigrants Peak, who do have just enough to justify it. Although, actually, it seems like it's going to be a half buy to try to regain the economy that they let slip out of their hands. And they definitely are going to have to build it up if they want to, stand a chance to push back against Chill Guys. Tech 9 up close. Honest Tech 9 will find one. Magic does collect a soul himself as well as Tabden. And it does mean Chill Guys are up a man early on. The rest of the players outside of B. And these pistols could overwhelm in these tight corners that's in the cave. Immigrants Peak isn't in the worst spot possible, but definitely still not looking pretty for him.
No, and it looks like Chill Guys immediately recognize that fact being on the light by here. You see that Merrill goes ahead and just jumps back. Spots one out. Molly is going to come through. Artem thinking about pushing through that smoke, but we see Tabin jump up on, well, the jump up. And 2 players alive here for Immigrants Peak, and it just looks like another continuance of domination here from Chill Guys. Again, they might be able to find something with these close angles, but I think we're going to see Lost peek out and wait for the second player to come through. Flash is good. Not ready for how close he is, and that's going to be Merrill in the corner. These crossfires are too lethal for Immigrants Peak to deal with. And 5-0 start, and it's not even close in any of these rounds. Save for the pistol round where they got 2 kills and the plant, there's been 2 more kills in 4 subsequent rounds after that.
Yeah, I mean, look at Merrill at 10-0 right now.
Yeah, Merrill's just going ham out here right now.
But it is still early days here on the second map.
Tis.
Anything is definitely possible. I was going to say Merrill's about to get caught out, but instead, Honest doesn't clear the corner. Merrill finds the first in the round and not wanting to back down, dancing around the Molotov. No T's are going to aggress his way.
No, they
They
won't.
just kind of feel stuck, Tabin holding the ramp perfectly. Nico knows that the potential peak for the push is there. But Immigrants Peak are just getting nothing in these rounds. They're getting that outside B control, but they're not able to convert anything as Chill Guys are just holding perfectly with these crossfires.
Yeah, and I like you squeezing a little Tom Petty into the action there as well. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, because these Chill Guys, they certainly won't back down. We see Nico try to get up through the smoke there. And this is what I'm worried about here right now, Donnie, is Immigrants Peak look desperate right now to make anything happen. Meanwhile, Chill Guys are actually playing a very chill game of Counter-Strike and just letting the Immigrants Peak walk into their crossfires, make their own mistakes. You're going to see Evan catch out Artem there. Gun comes back into his hands just in time, and last alive it is Hysteria. Another round where no kills are coming through. He might be able to find something here, but they know right where he is. Some of these fights a little desperate, and that's Merrill taking it. And again, 5 alive. You have 4 players above 13K right now on Chill Guys. Chill Guys can pretty much buy until the end of the half right now, and it's only 6-0.
Yeah, and I mean, seeing a CT side with 5 AKs is always going to be worrisome if you're on the side of Immigrants Peak, as it is just completely even, and the util fully in control of Chill Guys, as Immigrants Peak really has nothing to work with. Outside B, util will do no chip damage, as Immigrants Peak decides to play it a little more passively. Hysteria almost catching his spray through Red Room, but instead Magic able to combat, trace those bullets back, and find him. But as he does get the opening onto the site, Merrill forced to fall back into Jaguar. So now this is the first time we've seen Immigrants Peak with some control. Magic not going down without a fight.
Yeah.
2 for him before he falls, and now a 3v2 retake favoring Chill Guys.
Yeah, big triple kill there. I mean, Merle is very, very low. And both these all 3 Chill Guys players coming in from caves and ramp. Flash on ramp will be good. Spotting out the head. That's a clean shot from Evan. Now another flash coming through. They know where Nico is. He's able to find 2. Big spray control for Nico. But well timed from the 3 HP Merrill to come out of caves. That is just flawless Counter-Strike from Chill Guys. Beautiful stuff. Even a round like that where things are close. Looks like Immigrants Peak might be able to find their footing here in the game. And finally sneak around off of Chill Guys. Chill Guys just perfect retake.
Yeah, I mean, even a slight bullet deviation towards the right would have seen Merrill go down there with, I believe, what was 3 HP. But instead, a perfectly timed peek to combat the double spray down does see Chill Guys still with their foot on the throats of Immigrants Peak. And I mean, what do you do to try to combat this? Like, I still think I sound like a broken record, but a change of pace is needed. The util does kind of make that hard to do, but what else can you do for Immigrants Peak? I guess get a kill on the player pushing catwalk does help.
Yeah, I think this comes back to like what makes a really good CT team, and now we find these two openings. This time, Immigrants Peak are moving up and in, but not able to find a third. They've got control of B, but the bomb is all the way on the other side. Now Merrill is pushed up into caves, has to deal with Bezzy Mech. Pre-fire's coming through, not going to complete though. In the 2v4, this is looking like a round for Immigrants Peak now, as bomb should be able to get up over towards B. Hysteria. Okay, hold on now, Donnie. There's the shot for Tabin. He's going to have to go for the save, I think, not go for the retake. And I think it's going to be a little tough to save this op here. As they overwhelm him, goes for the repeat. And that is a confident and dominant round in response from Immigrants Peak after 7-0. Getting 7-0'd in, I mean, really spectacular fashion. This is what I was talking about, though, in Inferno. Chill guys play the thing that makes a good CT side is being able to play a dynamic setup to where you've got all your choke points covered, communication is clean with some crossfires, but you're playing that dynamic setup so you're never playing the same thing twice in a row, and that's what chill guys have been doing over and over again. So I think that Immigrants Peak are just having a struggle on getting the read on chill guys when they know to just switch up their CT side every single round.
Couldn't have said it better myself, my friend. And speaking of the switch up,
You just did.
Two towards Jaguar. Is about to see Tabin peek with the up towards the ramp. He will find Honest. One going down. Bullets back will prevent any further blood from being shed for the tees. Merrill still wants to be aggressive. A spam through the smoke bottom mid won't find anything. Instead, Evan caught picking up a kill. Pulling out a nade at the wrong time. Does see Merrill lose his life. And all of a sudden, Chill Guy's not looking so hot. Low HP on the two remaining players, although the op in hand of Tabin doesn't need a lot to do damage. Him taking down Arnhem does even up the playing field. And Immigrants Peak still playing slow. I mean, they got time to work with, 40 seconds. They just have to make the right moves.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Bezzy Mech is going to get caught out. That's unfortunate for Bezzy Mech. Nico also low here. 30 HP, 30 seconds. Okay, that's a bit of a shot. Tries to go for Lost there. Knows he's in the corner, but Lost coming out on the swing. That's going to be a round win again for Chill Guys, going up 8-1. Despite finding success in round number 8 there, Immigrants Peak still down up only one. Easy for me to say, Buckethead. Immigrants Peak only finding one round in this half so far. This is
Yeah.
This looks hard. They do have an opportunity to possibly make Chill Guys try to save for the last round if they win this one. But again, all that money that was built up over 7 rounds of undefeated Counter-Strike, that's difficult to contest with. Chill Guys just not having to deal with the same thing that normal CT economies have to deal with, where they're constantly battling and saving. There, we see Tabin find the opening. I don't know. What do you think? Does Immigrants Peak have a chance in this one, or is this getting is this becoming a blowout here?
I mean, you never want to count a team out.
No.
Especially when there is, relatively a decent bit of time left in the game. And Honest doesn't want to bow out. It doesn't seem. Nico also chiming in, letting us know that Immigrants Peak is not quite out of it yet. Although this M4 of Merrill has been so powerful, and with Lost combining close on the site, it's still going to be hard for them to entry. Instead, foregoing the control towards Jaguar and falling towards the ramp. 40 seconds on the clock does mean that if they decide to move, they got to do it fast. Instead, util flowing over. The CT rotating within perfect time. Lost and Merrill, Evan caught, all collecting one apiece. And Bezzy's all that left. The flash does mean he will be slightly pushed back. A peek from Merrill. Sees him fighting too. And all of a sudden, Immigrants Peak now can feel good. A little bit of momentum there.
Those were some doozy. So those were some doozies there. I mean, that was a great play from Bezzy Mech there. I'm not really quite sure what happened there with Chill Guys. I think they knew that Bezzy was down on the ramp. I guess maybe they didn't, but whoever swung out there on low HP really kind of threw the round a little bit there for Chill Guys. That being said, that's one mistake that we've seen from Chill Guys in 10 rounds, so obviously they've got room to work with here. They're going to take full B control now. Oh my goodness, caught looking at the ground, traded out though quickly. Magic is there, and it's a fast A play for Immigrants Peak as they get the bomb down. They find another kill. They find a third as well. Down to just Merrill and Lost. They're trying to get these responding kills. Merrill does find 2 there. Lost has got full HP. And if Immigrants Peak find this round, which they do, look at the economy now for Chill Guys. This last round, they're going to have nothing.
Yeah, I mean, definitely tempting to go there in a 1v2 and try to secure one more round for your team, but I think the better play was definitely to save. Look at the guns on the side of Chill Guys right now. An MP9, 4 of them actually, and a Deagle. Definitely not the firepower you want to be working with when you're trying to close this half off, but even if they do lose this 4th round, I mean, the stats don't lie. Chill Guys are just playing so dominant right now.
Woof.
A collat with a teammate does see an even gunfight. An amazing quickscope means that Chill Guys actually have fallen apart this round. All that's left is the Deagle of Merrill. And as Nico secures the final kill, Immigrants Peak at least have battled back to 4 rounds for the half.
Yeah, that's beautiful stuff. I even want to ask, does that count as an ace? Nico technically got 5 kills that game for that round, right?
I mean, you're not wrong. He did get 5 kills. You probably don't want to kill your teammates in most scenarios, but if it's to get the almost ace, I understand. You know, sometimes it just got to happen.
And before we get into the second half as well, Donnie, shout out to System. Thank you so much for the raid. It's good to see all of you guys in here. It's nice to have you. We've got Chill Guys up 1-0 to start. We are switching into the second half of Ancient here now. They just need to close this game out to be in the grand finals of OSS Season 6. But Immigrants Peak are starting to clap back a little bit here. They're going to go for this full retake on A. It's the 5v5 retake. And Donnie, I don't know if I've told you this before, but these retakes are actually my favorite.
Yes, you have. And I love him as well, as Honest does find the first kill in the round post-bomb plant. Players getting stuck in the smoke does mean positions are known, but suddenly, Immigrants Peak has just collapsed. Chill Guys dominating later in that pissed round to find a 9th, almost at double digits already.
Yeah, this is, you know, I turned on the FPS max to 60 because normally that causes issues with the HUD, but I think my HUD, the HUD we're using, doesn't have that issue, so we're just going to keep
Beautiful HUD.
Yeah, we're just going to keep the FPS as high as it can go. Okay, Chill Guys, they've got the full buy here. It is the save for Immigrants Peak, a few dualies in that Deagle. We even see the Zeus on Artem here. And Chill Guys just chilling, taking their time, being Chill Guys. A lot of noise being made here in the back of Red Room. Merrill looks like he's ready to clean something up. There is Hysteria over here. If he can clear out these stairs, he might be able to find a free one while they're not looking. But no, Merrill is going to turn around. It'll be up to Bezzy Mac, who does indeed pick up that Mac 10. It's a big kill on the dualies. We'll see Chill Guys moving out here through Donut now. And there's the kills coming through. Lost, able to only find 1. Okay, this is a big round from Immigrants Peak. They line up, and Evan Kaw finding 2. But down to the 1v2. Okay, make that a 1v1. Magic has a good idea as to where this final player is, but Artem is able to make the dualies work for him. A double kill on the dualies. AK picked up, and that is a huge round steal for Immigrants Peak here on their map pick.
Yeah, beautiful play by those pistols to make Chill Guys not pick up that bonus round. And I mean, things could get a little tricky here. As you can see, the money is, you know, pretty tight for Chill Guys. And Immigrants Peak now 4 rifles and 1 MP9 to try to stimulate that economy even more on the CT side. Definitely not out of the running yet. They'll just have to hold headstrong on this defense. And credit to Immigrants Peak, we did see a very good CT side out of them on Inferno. So I don't think by any means they're out of this game just yet.
No, I don't think so either. That's a huge round to snake off of Chill Guys there. Obviously, Chill Guys are no stranger to playing on the back foot at a high level of Counter-Strike, so I don't want to count them out quite yet here. They still are very much in control of this game, but a round or two is really all that's needed for Immigrants Peak to pick up the momentum, and now moving straight into the M4. Nico's going to pick 1 and 2 up, swinging out to support. It's Hysteria trying to find something of his own. And there on the back line, Bezimek finding magic as well. These eliminations coming through fast and furious on the side of Immigrants Peak, and that is a nice quick round. 6-9 half, or 6-9 game now, the funny number.
Yeah, and only losing that MP9 for the CT side is huge. They can just buy straight back into the rifle, so the CTs do have basically everything you could want, barring an op, but don't really want to op going against these pistols that Chill Guys are still forced to be on.
Yeah. They are on the full save here, and it looks like they're going to move over towards A. Immigrants Peak, Hysteria especially, he can hear all of this happening. He'll get tested here at Donut. They're going to come up with the swing. The flash is good. He's able to find one. Honest, close by, able to clean up a few more. It's Nico. Now a nice quick round, no plant coming through, and there, a 2-round game. After being up 7-0, it's now 7-9. And Chill Guys have got to be sweating here a little bit. They might not be as chill as you might think right now.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, a little bit of anxiety is probably setting in.
Yeah, anxious fellows is what they are now.
They started, what, 7-1? They were on the CT side, and now this being 7-0, now it's only a 2-round game. So it's definitely looking a little bit hairy for him. Although with the rifles in hand, they can try to deny everything we've been saying and fight back. Honest does find the first kill of the round and trades back and forth. Does see that it will be a 1-on-2. Tabin's all that remains. Does have the bomb. So at least that's going for him. Yeah, I mean, mid was just no man's land there for a second. Only a few surviving. But the CTs should have a pretty good read of what's going on here. Bezzy's already pushed through 2 T-spawn, and Hysteria waiting in CT. Not wanting to over-aggress and give up the 1v1. Bomb's going to go down for Donut. Most likely where we're going to see Tabin start to slowly creep towards.
And with how fast that round was, there is still just a little bit of utility. The smoke and a flash on Bezimek. Obviously, he doesn't hear the gun being rifled through. Or switched, I should say, even though we can hear it on our end. But there it is, the shot coming through. Hysteria finding Tab in there, and that is the retake for Immigrants Peak, and they are down only 1 round here, making it quite the game, Donnie. I mean, this is unexpected. I really thought this was going to be a blowout in the second game, based on how that start was going, but Immigrants Peak have really dug deep and started fighting back into this one. This is the kind of Counter-Strike that we live for.
Immigrants Peak is doing exactly what Chill Guys did to them on the first map. You know, having a slower start first half, but then just as soon as you hit the second side, you get into second gear and start collecting multiple rounds in a row. Chill Guys now tasked with finding the map control. The spray almost on the mark, does not find anything. But mid control is given up for the T's. And being on these pistols, I mean, having this much map control is pretty big for them. Honest, just hiding behind the smoke in Red Room. Him and Merrill flirting around the smoke, might have their paths cross, but most of the T's are focused towards Jaguar right now.
Oh, shots coming from Merrill. Honest knows where he is, swings out with the sidearm, and on the other side, Bezimek is able to find one there. The head of Tabin being ripped off. 5v3, you can see that Immigrants Peak just start to kind of play back here. Artem really the only one with any kind of aggression towards the ramp. Honest on the other side is able to find another kill in mid, and we're missing all these kills. Somebody fire this observer here, and it's I'll give you a hint. It's Big D. Don't actually fire me, please. I'm doing my best. But Immigrants Peak, I'd argue they're really doing their best here. Big kill from Magic, so he gets one at range with the MAC-10. But giving away his position with 30 seconds left, that's going to be Immigrants Peak tying the game up at 9-9. And no, I'm not just speaking a little German here for you.
No, not at all. But, I mean, that might be the way that Chill Guys are thinking. They're saying, no, no, no. They don't want this to fall out of their grasp. But Immigrants Peak with 5 in a row are looking so dominant on this CT side. We'll see the op and play for both teams. And that could be a deciding factor to see who can further progress into this map. Of course, Show Guys winning the first map, only needing one more to advance to the finals, where Akimbo is waiting for either one of these teams patiently. Sprayed through the wall, doesn't find anything, although a little bit of damage coming out after I say that. Loss already down to half health. And the T's, I mean, again, they're just kind of looking trapped.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams have very strong CT side protocols that are taking the map control early and often. Like, I talk about the dynamic setup that Chill Guys have had on their CT side in both of these games. And this time, Immigrants Peak is the one who's playing a very dynamic side. That being said, they may not play all the same areas, but they are finding that early map control at the beginning of the round no matter what, either through A main, through mid, through caves. Whatever they're doing, they're having to get Chill Guys to second guess how to play this aggressively. I don't know about you, Donnie, but I'm always one that loves to just rush B on Ancient. As a matter of fact, you saw that earlier. Okay, big kill from Merrill. And a second.
Ooh.
Now, 5v3 ensues. And there's plenty of money on Immigrants Peak. They've got money to full buy into the next round. Honest, the only one over here at B. Able to find one. Ready for the second. Gets the dink off, but Evan with the trade. And now they do find Merrill on the lurk, but a 3v2. They know where at least one of these players is moving from. And no utility on the side of Chill Guys. Plenty of utility here for Immigrants Peak. They've got several flashes to try to work with. Magic is up here at long. May be able to find one. There's one for Magic and the second as well. So no lead taken for Immigrants Peak. Chill Guys are going to move up to 10-9. But my goodness. What a game so far.
Yeah, what a game indeed. And honestly, I mean, the money for Immigrants Peak isn't super good right now. They're going to get one more buyout. But
yeah,
it's going to be harsh pickings if Chill Guys is able to secure an 11th. With that being said, though, same default does seem to be underway with 3 players towards the bottom of that ramp. And it does seem aggression is what the CTs want to do. 1 kill secured, Tabin trading back. And now dancing around the box, there's another team kill. That is the 3rd team kill we've seen through these 2 maps. And I, for one, am a little upset about it.
I, for one, am a little upset about it as well. We'll see what happens here as Evan gets busy out here, finds the kill, and down to the last player alive. Bezimek is going to push through. Not sure if he realizes that he has the bomb here that he's standing on. He knows where Evan must be. The swing is going to come out. Evan finds the kill, but down to 25 HP. Evan, he's doing a lot of damage here. I mean, the other side of this is Chill Guys don't really have much money either. If they lose this round, things get dicey. A kill for Evan. He tries to find that final one there on Nico after picking up the bomb. And again, we've got a tie game here at 10-10. Donnie, can you take it away for a moment? I have to step up for just a moment.
Yeah, of course. I would love to. The CTs were able to combat their economy being broken with that round win. Nico is only on the MP9 as he did go down the previous round. And as we're tied up, I mean, Chill Guys are in a decent spot if they want to try to battle back. But Immigrants Peak just looking so strong on the CT side. It is a different default than we've seen in previous rounds. A lot of focus towards mid for the Ts. As a little bit of util towards B does at least bait a little reaction out from the CTs. Nothing too crazy happening towards mid. Unfortunately, with Big D gone, the observing will be paused, just for the record, so everyone knows. So I will commentate off that minimap. T is slowly pushing towards the mid, as Bomb is with them. Red Room and Donut are both smoked off. Nico, luckily, is rotating towards where the grouping of the players are. A lot towards Red Room. As Lost finds the first onto Artem, that's on the other side of the map. This does make the Red Room players want to aggress. Evan collecting the soul of Hysteria. Nico's going to have a lot to work with this MP9. He does get the spray on the first, but with low ammo, he's almost able to convert with another one. But instead, he does lose his life. And now the T's with the back CT control do have an easy walkway onto the B bomb site, and all that's left is Honest and the M4. And I'm going to be honest with you, he's got to save.
He does. He has to save. There is no money on the side of Immigrants Peak at this point. They have chewed away at their loss bonus. I mean, and only having one survive in that round that they won. This is what I was worried about, is Chill Guys have really set themselves up to be able to close this series out in spectacular fashion. Of course, we've talked also about the fact that Immigrants Peak, they'll be forced to the pistol armor buy next round if they choose to purchase into the round to try to avoid playing for overtime. And those rounds can be some of the scariest to deal with on either side of the map. But right now, Chill Guys are definitely poised to close this one out just based on looking at the economy right now, Donnie.
Yeah, I mean, Chill Guys are definitely back in the driver's seat. It's going to be interesting to see what the CTs do around this saved M4. I mean, even if they do want to put anything into this round, it's really shouldn't be much, but instead it is a full buy. MP9's in hand, one Deagle, and the aforementioned saved M4.
See what happens.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what happens. There is a differing stack for Chill Guys, opting to change their T side up into what worked the previous round. A lot of flashes made. Does see the first player aggress. That is Merrill finding one. The MP9 trades back.
Oh, look
And
at this
CTs
aggression.
are pushing through. The MP9 spray isn't able to collect anything. And now that does mean that the T's are able to push out onto the A bomb site. Two CTs rotating through Donut. This Deagle is going to have to find a lot of impact, but instead finding none. He does see Chill Guys securing the bomb site for themselves. And these last two CTs, I mean, I think, again, you're just in a position to save. You're giving up map point. You have no money in the bank. An MP9 and an AK might be all you can save or have into the next round. Instead, lost with a backstab. All that's left is Artem, MP9 towards the back of B. And I mean, I think Lost is more than ready for this.
I think so as well. It looks like he's waiting, spotted it out. This MP9 even probably needs to get saved on the side of Immigrants Peak if they want to have even a chance going into this final round, but that's not going to happen. That is Chill Guys going to match and series point here on Ancient, 12-10, and nobody above 3K except for, well, technically Bezimek has 3,100, but we're going to see full MP9 armor, Deagle armor for Honest, no head armor for anybody, which obviously doesn't matter. It's an op and 4 AKs on the side of Chill Guys, but still, this is where things can really, things really fell apart a couple rounds ago. Losing that one where they only had one survive the round prior, Immigrants Peak find themselves with an economic situation quite dire. And yes, I will be continuing those kinds of Seussical rhymes someday. So big opening for Merrill as he finds the shot through the smoke onto Honest. And suddenly a 5v4. Things getting very dicey here for Immigrants Peak. Do you think there's a chance for them, Donnie?
Being down a man early on, if they could play these angles close, there might be, but it's going to be hard. Hysteria wants to prove me wrong. Yeah, nice shot to start out, but the T's are about to just explode onto the A bomb site. A kill on the other side as well. It keeps the rotations distracted for the time being. Although, as I'm saying all of this, Immigrants Peak somehow have found the man advantage. A push through the smoke, and a player close at the ruins means a 1v2. Evan's going to have to try to secure this map and this series for his team.
Oh, he's got the bomb as well. He's just backing away. I think he heard the player rotating in through CT. I'm not totally sure. It looks like he's still looking for them to possibly come through Red Room, and they might find the timing. This Deagle of Hysteria has been absolutely phenomenal at the 11th hour for Immigrants Peak, but Evan making his way back over to the other site. He's going to get the bomb down. Still the 1v2. And there is the kid on Hysteria, so they can take their time. But if Evan finds one of these kills, things are going to get very dicey. Spotted out. He's able to find one. Knows where the other is. The flash coming through. And the smoke goes up. Evan, the bomb is planted for him. He's got the nade on it. That's going to... Oh, and Hysteria! Oh! What a shot from Hysteria. 4K on the Deagle to take us to 11-12. Absolutely insane play there from Hysteria. Beautiful nade and post-plant positioning from Evan there in the 1v2. I thought for sure that was done and dusted, Donnie, but here we go. We are going the distance in regulation on map number 2. Immigrants Peak still need to push this into overtime for an opportunity to go to map number 3. It's not over yet, but Chill Guys, they got to be sweating now.
Yeah, I mean, a fantastic spark of life from the economically challenged CTs does mean that overtime is close, but Chill Guys want to get fast into the site. 2 are found for the op. And without the bomb on the site yet, this is weird. There is control of the site.
Yeah.
But the CTs are in a great position to combat this.
Molly is going to go down, and we see Magic getting aggressive along with Evan. All of a sudden, things falling apart here for Immigrants Peak in the final round of the first half of the second half of our second map here for our final semifinals in OSS Season 6. Coming through, it's Tabin one more time, and surely this has got to be it. Honest, last alive, no kit, no utility, M4 chest armor, and this is the bottom fragger for Immigrants Peak right now. That nade landing right on top of him. Even lower he goes, and they wait for the smoke push. There it is! Chill Guys are able to close it out into somewhat as predicted by us, but I mean, spectacular matches on both Inferno there and Ancient. I mean, that is as exciting as it comes. We see that Merle there really doing a lot of carrying for Chill Guys. 23 and 15 with 9 assists. You see the triple-double come out for Magic as well. 18, 11, and 15. Nobody below a 1.0 KD on the side of Chill Guys. But Immigrants Peak, I mean, they cannot be upset with how that all worked out. Like that, they played some phenomenal Counter-Strike regardless of how that ended. It's just kind of a beautiful thing to watch. That was really exciting.
Yeah, especially towards the end of that second map, it really got interesting, but ultimately it will be Immigrants Peak falling and Chill Guys securing a spot in the finals where they will take on Akimbo. 2 ECL teams battling head-to-head to find out who is going to be victorious in the off-season Shenanigans Season 6. This all comes to a head on Sunday.
It does indeed, and we got a raid from your co-caster on Sunday. Buckethead will be there on Sunday. I will be there. I'm going to be producing. I will just be observing. System and Buckethead will be joined together here for grand final. So this is going to be the last you hear from Big D. I'll probably pop my head in for just a moment and say hello to anybody on the stream on Sunday, but it's going to be System and Buckethead. Buckethead, do you have any predictions for how that's going to go, or are you gonna think about it for 48 hours and see what's what?
I definitely got to stew for a little bit. I think that Chill Guys Akimbo was a very likely outcome once the bracket was released for who would be seeing each other in the finals. It's definitely going to be an interesting matchup. I do 100% think it could go either way, but I definitely need to, do a little bit of research and get my true feelings. I don't want to say anything too rash too early and give a false prediction.
Yeah, certainly not. Well, I got to tell you, that was an incredibly exciting series. I really thought that would be a blowout from Chill Guys, and it went as predicted. The 2-0, we kind of anticipated that. That's what we talked about. We were hoping for a third map, but most importantly, Immigrants Peak, they also, as predicted, they really understood what kind of Counter-Strike was being played across the board here. So I was really impressed with. Excuse me, a little gassy here. with how Immigrants Peak played tonight, and they should definitely feel good as they continue to move forward in ESEA Advanced Season 52. I look forward to seeing what they do. Buckethead, that's going to be it for us tonight. I'm looking forward to a pug with my boy here, Ross. If you're listening, we're demanding Ross to join us as well, owner of CSS or OSS CS. But before we go, Buckethead, do you have anything you want to shout out? Anything coming up on the board for you? What looks good? What do you want to say?
Yeah, I mean, you can find me everywhere, Buckethead_CS. That's my Twitch, that's my Twitter, that's all that fun stuff. If you do want to see more of me, I am casting Lycus Empire's trek through ESEA Season 52 Advanced. So catch me there Monday and Wednesdays. But I mean, besides that, as I always say, thank you guys so much for watching. It does mean the world to not only us, but the players that you choose to support us with your free time. It is honestly the biggest honor I can have to bring these games to you. So thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I'm Big D Casts on the socials. Both of our names there in the Twitch title. They will point you in the direction of us on Twitter and also Twitch. So make sure to go give both of us a follow. And yeah, I agree, Donnie. I am always so humbled by how many people choose to spend their free time with us and hang out with us. It makes it all the more worthwhile to get to put on these shows and do a performance for you guys. So Buckethead, I always love getting to cast with you. I look forward to getting to do some ECL stuff as the season goes on. I know we're both focused on an advanced team Monday and Wednesday night, but we'll see what we can fill out in other times. And I just really appreciate you joining me here, and I look forward to producing and observing for you guys on Sunday night. And thank you to everyone for tuning in. We are out until Sunday.